Okay, so I'm ready to go ahead and add my tour now. So I'm going to go under Add here, and I'm going to add my tour. All right, and what happens now is I get a dialog box down here at the very bottom. It's got a microphone that I can turn on so I can record narration to go along with my tour. One of the things I've discovered is there seems to be a bug in Google Earth where if you record a narration with your tour on a Mac, it won't necessarily play back on a Windows machine, and also vice versa. And I don't have an explanation for it. It just seems to be a bug. But what we can do is we can go ahead and still record a tour by just pressing on the red button right here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, and again, in Tour, it basically records everything that you do. So I'm going to go ahead and click right here, and it's going to scroll to that location right there. So it's going to cause the Earth to rotate around. All right, that looks good. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull into my first location. And there we are. Okay, awesome. All right, so we can go ahead and click on this, and it'll bring up the information window. And all this is going to be recorded along with my tour. So I'll leave it up for a few seconds. I'll go ahead and close it. I'll exit Street View here and pull back out because I want to have that as part of my tour as well. So I'll pull back out now, like so. Okay, let's go to our next location right here. Same deal. All right, that looks good. I'll leave it up for a little bit. All right, I'll do my next one. Okay, I'll go ahead and pull this one up here. All right, this one I didn't have a picture in it, but oh well. All right. And again, it records everything that you do. So, for instance, if I want to have it pull back out from Street View, it'll actually record that as well. So I think in this case I will. All right, and now we'll go to our last location here. And there we are. And we'll go ahead and add that one. Okay, awesome. All right, and we'll leave that up for long enough for people to read it. Okay, that looks good. We'll go ahead and close it. Okay, and then I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pull back out and go back to there, like so. All right, so that looks good. So I'm finished recording my tour. I'll go ahead and hit the record button again, have it stop. And then what it'll do is it'll immediately go ahead and start playing the tour back. Okay. Now, when you're done recording your tour, keep in mind that you want to save it. So click on this icon right here and save your tour. Okay, and which is what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to call this Hot Dogs of Raleigh. Okay, and you can see that that got added right here to my folder full of stuff here. All right, so the very last thing you might want to do is you want to share all this with somebody else. In order to do that, just go ahead and click on your folder of stuff. Okay, and again, if you're on a Windows machine, you'll right click. If you're on a Mac, you'll control click, like so. And then what you'll do is you'll say Save Place As. And what this is going to do is this is going to create something called a KMZ file, which is a file that stores all the images that you used with this, plus your virtual tour stuff and all of your placeholders. And this will add a new layer on the Google Earth when someone downloads and double clicks on this KMZ file if they have Google Earth already installed. Okay, so that pretty much does it. Now keep in mind again that you can re-edit your views when you're putting together your Google Earth tour. So if you don't like a particular view, you can change that view. But once you start recording your tour, you can't pause the tour, make changes, and then start the tour back up. So make sure you have everything ready to go. One last thing I have discovered about Google Earth is that after a while, if Google Earth's been running for a while, sometimes it will lose its location. If that happens, quit Google Earth and start it back up again, and then usually it'll start behaving itself again. I haven't seen this happen a whole lot, but I've seen this happen a few times, and usually just restarting Google Earth will fix it. Alright, well that pretty much takes care of it. Hopefully this will help you out.